This is an introduction to Lovable, helping you to navigate the interface and understand where all the tools and assets are located. But before we begin, how did we get to this point? Let's go back a bit. You can simply go to your Google search bar and type Lovable. You see this first link that shows here. Lovable, build apps and website with AI fast. So it says build apps, website and digital products faster using Lovable's no-code AI power platform. No deep coding skills required. So you click on this, and it brings you back to this interface. And as you can see at the top, you have lovable.dev, and that is the actual link in case you want to just type it on the search bar and get to this place immediately. So to start with, we have the sidebar, we have the workspace, which is this area, this central interface, right? Then scrolling down, you have all these templates. You can browse all. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. What's on your mind? So this is basically you typing what you want to build, as simple as you can. So but we will go into this in depth when we try to explain the best way to prompt as well. So you can easily just type what you want to build, and then you click on this button here and it starts building it, right? And you also have this is voice, if you want to use your voice to actually build. Then this plan is chat without making edits to create a plan. So basically this plan helps you to plan your building process properly, ask questions, explore ideas, or plan your projects before building. Toggle it off if you want agent to immediately start building. Okay, now understand that for everything you do, your credits will be used or till it gets exhausted. So even if you are planning, you are trying out ideas, so you have to learn also to save credits, and this is something we'll find out eventually how to do it best. So coming down, so this particular button here introducing a smarter Lovable takes you to, I think this is their advert page, build more, manage less, try it now. So this is something you can explore or just read this particular page if you have the time. Now going backwards, we're back to this interface. So you have all these templates that people have built. Anyone you like here, you can remix it. And what you mean by remix is make it yours. You duplicate the template and start re-editing, changing the text, change the colors, the theme, and make it look exactly how you want it to be. And you can also go to browse all. In browse all, you can now see all the templates basically. Okay, and let's go back. So coming back to this interface, we now have the sidebar to work with. So this button at the top is for you to open the sidebar. Now this first button shows your name. It shows that you are on a free plan as well. This is the settings. This is invite members. You can invite someone to come and code with you or vibe code with you. Settings. In the settings bar, you have everything that has to do with settings, from people to credits, plans and credits. That's your payment plans and the credits left. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Is your profile, your name, your username, default monthly member credits. Okay, and the last one is you can't leave your last workspace. Your account must be a member. So this is if you want to leave your workspace, but it's grayed out, means you can't click it. Now the people, you have people that you have invited in this point. You can export this sheet if you want. Invitations, people you've invited, collaboration, people you're collaborating with. Then plans, this is the plans you are on. So currently I'm on a free plan. As you can see, the credits remaining are 5 credits. So you're giving the 5 daily credits. Okay, I think it's also exhausted. There's a point you get to where you don't get credits again for the next month. I think I've experienced that, but every day you're supposed to get 5 credits to use. So no credits will roll over. Daily credits reset at midnight UTC. Now this is your pro plan, this is your business plan, and custom. You have to contact them for a custom plan. So this business plan is for advanced controls and power features for growing departments. The pro plan is designed for fast moving teams building together in real time. So basically, if you have a small team, you go for pro plan. Or if it's just you but you need to do more, you go for pro plan. But if you have a business you run, a bigger team, you go for this. And if you have an enterprise, like literally your business is maybe having maybe 500 up to 500 team members, so you can go for enterprise. And you can also go through all the features in all of them. Okay, so you also have gift cards. You can send credits as a gift card, I'm sure. Okay, see all gift cards, you have this. So you can send a gift card of this, I'm sure. Send email to recipient, send email to, so explore this and see what it gives. But then you must have, I don't know how this works, but you guys can explore it. But it's for gift cards. Now you have so we're in the settings. You have the gift cards, plans and credits. Okay, so students account, security and compliance. This is showing that they are certified, enterprise grade security and compliance certifications. Now you come to the cloud and AI balance. This whole thing here, monthly, all plans include free monthly usage for increased cloud and AI usage. You can top up on paid plans. So if you want to actually leverage this feature of theirs, this is the price. Then, so it says here it's a temporary offering until the beginning of 2026 after we refine our pricing model. So you don't need to really put your head into this deeply. You have if you want to find out more about it, you can go there. So you can read this whole docs and feel free to understand what they're talking about. So let's go back to where we were. So we're in the settings, privacy. Choose whether new projects start as public, private. So this is where you set if you want your projects to be private or public. Okay. Default website access. Who gets access to this? Your workspace or anyone you want. So MCP servers, you turn it off or on. Enable or disable MCP servers for all workspace members. Data collection, restrict workspace invitations, and so on and so forth. Then you have your own account. You can change name, location, avatar, and banner on your profile here. Vibe coding level. Showcase your vibe coding momentum and progress on LinkedIn as well. This is how you personalize how others see and interact with you on Lovable. Username, email, chat suggestion, generation complete sound. So I'm trying to figure out what this is. So first generation always displays a satisfying sound notification when the generation is finished. Okay, so when you are done generating a prompt or maybe a design is generated, there's supposed to be a sound. So this defines where the sound plays. Is it on the first generation or is it always or never? So it depends on you. So linked accounts falls here, two-factor authentication falls here, delete accounts don't ever come here. So unless you want to delete your account basically. So labs, these are experimental features that might be modified or removed. So just forget about this part. connectors. So share connectors add functionality to your apps configured once by admin. So these are apps that you can, these are features you can add to whatever you are building. So it's more like API access stuff, right? You can view all of them. And this is GitHub. So you can connect to GitHub and actually push your projects to GitHub if you feel like. Add your GitHub account to manage connected organizations. So this is where you do it. Now let's go back. This is the whole settings. Now let's come back to, this is where you invite members. So you just send the message, role, editor, admin, or viewer. So you can invite somebody to your project and get them to take a look at what you built. Then you also have, if you want to upgrade, you come here. I've already shown you the pricing. So this is how much credits you have. This is where you see it. And this shows that this is your workspace. You can create a new workspace, which means that you have to use a new email as well. I think that's all for this point. So search bar, this is where you search for projects. If there's a project you've created, you know the name, you search for it, it pops up. Then recent, this shows recent projects you've done. So there's no project here yet, because this is my other account, so there's no project. I'm just using it for tutorial base. And this is start. Any project you start shows up here. It might not be your project. Any other project you like, you just start, so you can come back to it. So any project that has been shared with you, you click on this to pop up also. So all projects, you don't have a project, recent, no project, start, no project. So if you have built projects, they all show up. Then resources, this is where you discover resources you can leverage. Okay, featured apps. So all these resources can be added to your own project, or some of them are templates as well. So you can remix any one you feel like here. Then you have templates. These are templates, so you can explore them. Then share lovable. So if you share lovable to somebody, you can get 10 credits as well. Upgrade to pro is where you upgrade. So let's go back to home. So now let's dive in. We've explored the project side. So what happens at this point? So this is where you type in what you want to build. So and we're going to dive deep into this when we start off the vibe coding tutorial. So but I'm just going to show you something small. Okay, this is how everybody actually prompts, and that is not the right way or the best way. Okay, people can just say build a fitness app. You understand? This is just the most basic prompting way, which will not give you the best result. So give you generic builds that look unstructured, maybe purple, you know. So basically this is just the default data that Lovable has been loaded with. So it's gonna just use that data. That's why most people that just type like this will always have similar looking apps. Okay, so once you just type this, it starts building. But that is not the essence of this video. This video is just to introduce you to the workspace. Okay, but I'm going to show you the workspace that is inside the app, what it looks like when it starts building. So when you click on this, it pops up this interface. You say later. So it's building. So it asks you what's the major purpose of your fitness app. Just click on the ones you want. Or just skip all first. Let's see. Just want to see something. I'll show you how the interface actually looks. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Because of time, let's just go duplicate a project so we see that instead. So let's open up this one, kind of like this. So you click on use template, include project history if you want, as person history. You want to see how they actually prompted. You remix, then you're not allowed to include history in this remix. Okay, that's fine. Remix. So once you remix it, it becomes your own project. So this is the interface of, this is like your workspace, right? This is what it looks like. And I'm still going to show you. You can see that notification that we set then. You can hear the notification. Shows that it's done building. I can see I have 3 credits remaining from 5 credits. So you might not have much credits to leverage. So if upgrading is your thing, then it's fine. But there are ways to go about this whole prompting of a thing, which we're going to explain to you eventually. So this is the interface, what it looks like. This is what you duplicated. This side shows you your prompt and the responses when you type. So each time you ask a question, you see it building on this part. Okay, you can also add any of these assets or features to what you are building. You can tell it to personalize photographer profile, add something. I'm trying to reload this to see what it shows up. Okay, can we slide this now? So 3 credits remaining, cancel. Okay, good. So you can add any of this in case you don't know what to type. So the AI is already telling you that, oh, personalized photographer profile. Once you click on it, it starts working on that particular instruction. You have add your own photos, add a contact page, customize the design, add new feature, a new series. Okay, and this is where you type, and this is for visual edit. So let me just break it down. First, this is the initial prompt you wrote, and each time you see other prompts you keep writing. Like if you click on this photograph profile, it comes in as a prompt, and when you send it, it becomes something like this, and then you can see it working here, thinking. Okay, so it asks you a question before it continues, but we don't have time for this. Skip all. So you can answer the question. I'm just trying to save time. Okay, so this is the question it asks you, and all. So just share what you have and it will fill it in. So but that's by the way. So at the top here you have all the settings we talked about. Okay, you know what all these are supposed to be: star, move folder, settings, and so on and so forth. This is the number of the credits you have left. Okay, so let's see, coming back here, this is back to the interface, right? I don't know, for some reason it went back. My project, you can now see a project you duplicated. Double click on it, it opens back. Okay, so coming back to the top, you want to change it to light or dark mode. You want to reach out to the to the lovable team. You come over to this place, then we already know what all these are supposed to be. Now this is your history. If you want to see the history of what you've built so far, like all the apps, this is where you come to, and this is used to close and open the sidebar. Okay, this is to view your cloud. You can enable your backend, your cloud complete backend and AI models out of the box, so you can focus on building. So if you want to enable this, feel free to do so. And this is basically your build space, the aesthetics part. This is the code, to view the code here. So in case you want to type code, you are free. And this is your analytics. So in case you're already having viewers. You want to know what it looks like, the traffic. So let's go back to this. This is a preview mode. And you can use this to switch from phone mode to phone to iPad screen to laptop screen. And this is open preview in new tab. It will open a preview on these tabs at the top. So basically removes all this part and makes it look like you're viewing the website itself. And this is for refreshing this interface. And you can invite collaborators here, push to GitHub, upgrade or publish. So once you publish, it goes out online. Remember, this is just to view, it's not published yet. While this is to publish, make it available to people to view. But when you click on this, you can add a name, customize the name, and who can visit URL. You can decide this, anyone or workspace people, maybe your team. So website info, this is where you can change the name and this and description. You can also change the logo. When you click on this, you upload the logo for yourself. Then click on upload. So this is the picture you upload here is your default website image, right? Not the icon, not this logo. This logo is the one that shows up when people are browsing and they see it on the tab. This picture shows like the cover of your app. So you can design something on Canva or anywhere you like, or even do a screenshot of your app and put it up there. So then you can click on publish, and that's how you publish, right? So this is the interface that shows you your design. Okay, you can see what this one looks like. You can see. So then on this side you have this whole chats and responses, and here is a search where you type in new instructions. Here is the voice, here is the send button, here is the plan button. Chat without making edits to create a plan. So it's always good to create a plan first before you start chatting, right? And visual edit is when you want to edit this particular aspect of your app. For example, let me reload this screen first. Okay, we still came back here. So portraits here. So if I want to edit a part of this, I click on visual edits. Then I have to pinpoint where I want to edit. Like I come to this one, I say let's edit this. So it asks me what do I want to do on this part. Once I type it, maybe change the frame, change the curves or something, I click on send. And this is to select parent frame of this app. Okay. So if you click on select parent, it selects the first one. So let me explain. There's what they call frames here, you can see. So this helps you select the parent frame of the frame you clicked on initially. And this is if you want to see the code of this frame. And you can just delete everything you try to, all the actions you decided to take. And like it deletes everything here. Okay, everything you just did now is being deleted, but you can come back here and undo your last change. Do you understand? So if you make a mistake, you undo it here. So that's simple as that. So but we'll still dive into this deeply. This is just an introduction of how to use Lovable. So when we get started with our AI course proper, we're going to also leverage Lovable, and you see how it goes. So this is a wrap for Lovable. Thank you and take care.